So as people join, please give me a wave or say hi so that I can see who's on. And welcome to Gosford Regional Art Gallery. So this is the Edogawa Japanese garden, which was gifted to Gosford to acknowledge the sister city relationship. And Edogawa is a township or a city just within the Tokyo area. Hey Dawn, hi, I can see you, welcome, thank you. So this was gifted to the Gosford area in 1994. It's a beautiful garden. It's my first visit here, but I've just been for a walk around it to orientate myself. Before we do anything at all though, let's turn things around. And good morning. So hi everybody. For anyone who hasn't met me before, my name's Lynn. I think I know most of the people generally joining my tours these days, but if there's anyone new, I'm Lynn. And today we're meeting on the traditional lands of the Darkinjung people, and I'd like to pay my respects to their elders, past, present and emerging. Okay, so let's go and have a look around the beautiful Edogawa Japanese garden. So we're here in the middle of winter, which means that the autumn colours have finished and the spring colours haven't yet come out, but there is still a lot of beauty to see here. And I've got my little guide with me, so I'm actually going to use that as well. Let me see, where did I put it? Maybe I left it on the table over there. I better just go grab that. Hi Lethargy, bear with me. I want my guide, my little map, just so that I can just get these kids out of the view.
Yeah, but these are older kids.
Okay, yep, there it is. I left the little map on the table. So here we go. Here's my garden guide. And on the back, we've got the map. And we're going to follow the route by the numbering on the map so that we can identify all the important features as we walk around. It's a gorgeous day here in Gosford. We're in a part of the Central Coast called East Gosford, which is about 85 kilometres from Sydney, or about an hour. So welcome everyone. I can see that there's 6 people on at the moment. Please say hi so I can see who's joined. Hi Cheryl, lovely. How are you? Alrighty, so the first feature that we come up to is the Japanese maples, and of course being winter, they're right at the end of their autumn season, so we're just starting to see the last of the leaves. Just finishing on the Japanese maples here above us. Most of the leaves have gone brown now. So moving on from the Japanese maples, there is a cherry here, and that would be, I believe, this one here. Let's see if I can get into a spot where the sun's not right in my face. Just a few, let me shade that. There we go. The map's useful for something. Shade the screen with the map. The sun looks beautiful, shining through the last of the cherry blossom leaves. Very well, Cheryl. Yeah, really lovely to see you, and lovely to be out here in this gorgeous garden this morning. All right, so the next thing that we come across is the Kasuga lantern, which I'm pretty sure would be this one over here on my right. And that you can see that in behind the lantern we do have winter flowering bushes, which are the camellias, and these beautifully manicured shrubs in front. They all have meaning, and they all related to either luck or long life. Hi Rose, welcome. But they all have some sort of meaning. Every single feature of the garden represents something. So over here on my right is the dry stone garden. And I'll just read you a little bit about the 3 rocks that are represented here. But you can see that the beautiful raking of the gravel, very deliberate, very orderly, and then in the middle of the stone garden is the 3 rocks. And what it says here is that the dry stone garden, or karasansui, the 3 stones are displayed in a sea of raked gravel. The rocks represent islands within the ocean of life and are a modern interpretation of the traditional sanzon arrangement of 3 rocks symbolising heaven, earth and man. Okay, so apparently these 2 here, the taller one is heaven, the horizontal one is earth. It says heaven, represented by the tallest rock, is adjacent to earth, the horizontal rock. Man is shown as a diagonal rock, so that's this one over here. Separate from the others, representing modern man's quest for meaning and relationship within his environment. So there's the 3 rocks depicting heaven, earth and man. And behind the 3 rocks is the camellia hedge. Looking lovely. The flowers aren't in full bloom yet, they're still coming out. But here's this gorgeous, very precisely raked rock garden. And it's bound by this wall of fence, which is described as a kotsu style fence. I can't tell you anything more about that other than it looks to be made of bamboo, and again has very deliberate meaning. And of course we still have our cloud mountain on our left. So as we pass by the stone garden, I'm looking for the next feature. The next feature is going to be this casuarina. So the features of this garden as well is that we have local indigenous plantings in amongst the Japanese. And this is a nod to the relationship between Japan and Australia. So this is a local indigenous tree, the casuarina tree. And alongside the casuarina we also have a banksia, a lily-pilly, and what's the third one? Oh, Westringer, which is coastal rosemary. So again, the planting of the native shrubs is a deliberate acknowledgement of the relationship between Japan, or in this case Gosford, and Australia, in this case Gosford, and Japan, specifically Edogawa, where the gift originates from, to symbolise the sister city relationship. We have lots of work and maintenance going on at the moment. So we've got gardeners over here doing pruning and raking and general tidying. They're taking down some branches that are either unsafe or unhealthy. But at this point here we approach the lotus pond and waterfall. We've got a lovely postcard opportunity standing right here with the bridge and the pavilion and the lantern. So just on that lantern, it's called a Kutaji lantern, and it's said to bring good luck and fortune to young couples in love. With one leg in the water and one on land, it represents the bridge between two worlds. Okay, so this is the Dragon Tail Falls, and the description with regard to the falls is that it takes its name from the movement of water to and fro across the rocks as it tumbles into the pool that feeds the lotus pond. And we approach the pavilion across this bridge, crossing the stream where the falls feeds into the lotus pond, just here. And you might be seeing koi fish, koi carp. Let me see if I can zoom in on them. In the background we can hear the usual lorikeets, and we get this lovely arrangement lining the pond. There's not many people here this morning. I've seen a couple of young mums with their children. You love the koi. There's another spot coming up with the bridge that we'll get to see more koi from. So at this point here we're approaching the Koi Pavilion, and we cross the spring bridge. On either side of us we've got azaleas and Japanese box. So this is the box. Oh no, this is the azaleas on this side. They will come into flower generally around about September, October. The smaller shrubs beneath the azalea, that's a box there. It's been shaped beautifully, meticulously pruned. a couple of children on the pavilion. So we'll go over this way first. Let's have a look at the carp in here, the Koi Carp. Hi Dolores, lovely to see you. I don't think I've seen you for a while. Lovely to have you back. Here we go, look at these gorgeous, beautiful, they're so big. And I'm glad to see that you've got a good picture too. Here's some of the azaleas coming out. So that's an early one. It's a little bit early for azaleas. Probably because we've been having some beautiful warm weather. I think everything's a little bit confused. And then over here on this side, this is the Koi Pavilion. And on the right is the tea house. It doesn't function as a tea house, it's just there to form part of the landscape of a typical Japanese garden. Let's go out onto the Koi Pavilion. We can be respectful of the family with the young children. There we go, Koi Pavilion. And the colour of the timber is gorgeous too. And there's another lovely Japanese lantern over there. So just while I'm here, I'll tell you a little bit about the history of the garden. Let's point in this direction. Slightly affected by the sun, but it does put a lovely glow on top of the cypress of the Cloud Mountain, forming the backdrop over there. So basically what it says is the Edogawa Commemorative Garden, the beautiful Japanese gardens located with the complex of the Gosford Regional Gallery, provide a tranquil setting in which to relax and enjoy art and nature. And I'll take you into the gallery once we've completed the garden as well. The picture just cleared, Dawn. Perfect. That's great news. They were donated to the people of Gosford as a symbol of cultural exchange and friendship between Gosford and its sister city Edogawa, situated near Tokyo, Japan. Officially opened in 1994, the garden has been designed in accordance with the original principles of the Japanese Heian period, which is 700 AD, and extends over 4,000 square metres, which is just a couple of acres, 2.5 acres, about a hectare. It looks like we're feeding some ducks down here. And this is the Pebble Beach. And over there is the tea house with the beautiful gates alongside. Okay, we'll just cross over the bridge. These ducks have got a a sweet life here, haven't they? I think the food is intended for the fish, but the ducks are definitely opportunists. That's a big one. Okay. Oops, waddle, waddle, waddle. Waddle, waddle. Duck, 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 duck. Look at the colour of his head. He's not bothered at all, is he? Hey? Do you think I've got food for you? I don't, pal. I don't have any food for you. So the azaleas are coming out here. Okay, now back to green. So we do have a little bit of a signal issue here. It is bouncing around a little. I'm just going to try and keep in a spot where I get to keep you on. I'm not sure what this tree this is, but it's got a lovely texture on the bark. But from this point here, we get to look out over, I think it's Caroline Bay. Caroline Bay. I knew it started with C. I knew it was a lady's name. So this is Caroline Bay, near Gosford, on the Central Coast, just north of Sydney. Beautiful spot here. And then we have the lovely window, which I'm going to try and line up that other pavilion through the window for you. Let me see. Get down a bit lower. That's better. A little bit overexposed though with the sun in that direction. I wonder what it looks like from the other side. In the centre of the pond is Turtle Island, and if you get into the right situation, if you get into the right spot, apparently you're supposed to see the turtle lifting its head. So tell me if you see that, because I'm not sure I do. And then there's a lovely shot of the tea house over there. I'm just going to try and shade the... no, that's not really working, is it? I was trying to shade the camera because we're pointing into the sun. You see it, Dawn? Excellent. Okay, great. Shall I zoom in? I'll zoom in. Let's see if we can zoom in and get that a bit better for you. I think I see it now too, the head of the turtle. Yes, I think you're right. On the left. That's it. Let's try and get down a little bit lower. There we go. So that's Turtle Island. And that represents good luck for... Hang on, let me read about that for you. Just look at these lovely gates while I tell you about Turtle Island. It says the large hand-selected rocks originate from Pete's Ridge, which is not far from here. The turtle is raising his head from the water. Turtles are said to fly into Japanese gardens on the backs of cranes. A crane in the garden represents 1,000 years of good luck, whilst turtles symbolise 10,000 years of longevity and good luck. Turtle Island represents the Isle of the Blessed, an ancient symbol of good fortune where the soul travels to and resides after death. And look at the bark on this tree. We've got blue and orange and green. The colour is just amazing. Sorry, you know me and bark. You know me and trees. I'm still trying to get to forest bathing, but there's just no suitable trails near where we're living right now. Okay, and just over there on the grass we've got a couple of little magpie larks. So those little black and white guys there, they're called peewee larks or magpie larks. They're very cute. Okay, let's get this back to normal camera and we'll go through these gates, which is not marked on the map. 25? No, not marked on the map. I don't know what the name of the gate is. We're heading towards the Wisteria Walk, and on our right here is one of these. Okay, so we follow this meandering path and we come to the Wisteria Walk, which would obviously be at its best in spring. It must look beautiful. It's quite an established vibe. And then as we come around this side of the garden, we'll come to a grassy area. On red again, so let's keep moving. My apologies, the signal does bounce around a little. So this sort of lawn area, this green area, apparently at this point we have, let me see, we have a Chinese elm, a zelkova, and some bamboo. So I'm guessing that this is the Chinese elm here in front of me. In behind it is the bamboo. Let's see if we can get a better signal inside there. We'll have one last look over top of the pond at these carp. We're here on our own now, so we've got the bridge to ourselves. There we go, the carp are hanging around. They know that this is the spot to be for the food. Okay, so let's head on into the gallery. There is a display there that's quite lovely there at the moment. We'll just give the wheelchair and their carers some space. Good morning. Oh, lethargy it was. The signal was rubbish in there, so I'm going to go back in and do a little recording, and I will upload that, or I might even download the YouTube video and try and edit it all together, so that at least you do get to see it, because I could see that it was rubbish, and I'm so sorry because it was beautiful in there. Let me turn the camera around, and I'm going to finish up because you were frozen. Oh, sorry, Dawn. Yeah, it was such a shame. You know, we try to bring these great places to you and we're let down by signal. I'm so glad you came and joined me. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate your company, and it gives me the impetus to keep going. But I did promise you news. Now, after the 20th of July, we will be we'll be moving between two house sets, so we'll be sort of overlapping a little. But the next one's in Nelson Bay, which is, does anyone remember Whiskey? So we'll be up in his part of the world. The amazing thing is, though, there's a koala hospital. There's a koala hospital less than 10 kilometres from where we are moving to, and I have applied to be a volunteer, and I'm going through the induction process now and over the next few weeks, and by the end of July I hope to be fully working as a volunteer at the koala hospital. So that opens up potentially, fingers crossed, lots of awesome opportunities for us, which is so exciting. I can't wait. That's going to be amazing. And I can't wait to keep you posted on even if I'm not given permission to live stream, I'm hoping to be able to sort of contribute somehow. Stay tuned. All right, guys, thank you so much. I'm just going to give you one quick look. Did you see that sculpture, or was the signal rubbish over there as well? Did you hear the magpies? So this is where we are. This is where we were. Listen to those gorgeous magpies. And this was the sculpture. The lorikeets, the noisy miners, the magpies, they're all out this morning. So here we go. One last look at this delightful marble sculpture at the entrance to the gallery. And I'm going to love you and leave you and head back inside and do a short video that I can at least allow you to see what you missed out on because the signal was so atrocious. So thank you, everybody, and I'll see you. What am I doing next? Tomorrow morning I think I'm doing a recap from home. DY Beach. It's not a recap, it's a recording because it was spontaneous. It was spur of the moment, and while I was down there I took a recording, and it was an absolutely beautiful day. So try and join me tomorrow morning for that if you can. So this is the exhibition that we're here seeing at the moment. Thanks everyone, and see you again very soon. Bye for now.